Hi, I'm Felicia.
And I'm Giancarlo.
And this is a review of
Food Fighters. Not to be confused with Food Fighters.
a battle game with all the right ingredients. Oh, that's clever.
Speaking of food,
what?
Did you guys eat a lot for New Year's?
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
We're Italian.
Oh my god. I thought this is the first year I thought I was
gonna explode?
Yeah. I'm like, I went up and down the stairs and I was like, I was out of shape.
How do you do this without getting hungry? Smoke a big joint and play this game. Let's see how it goes.
It's for kids, Felicia.
Oh,
good job.
It's gonna be legalized in Canada anyways now, so.
Well, we don't know. I find it amazing that some of the states
Oh.
legalized it before we did. Let's talk about flat Earth.
Yeah, that too. There's bacon in here. Oh my god! So the onion's mad at the bacon?
So it's the vegetables. See, now my brother can edit this back in. So basically, it's the vegetables versus the meats. For this one, right, for kids. And then they have an expansion coming out.
This
I don't know if my brother can see this.
This
It's
is like
grains versus s'mores.
Vegans are gonna eat this beep up. This is fantabulous. The worst. It smelled like a worst sausage. While you're sleeping, your kitchen comes alive in a food-flinging battle royale between the meats and the greens. The side which first captures the three same types of food wins. For this review, we'll use the standard mode and then talk about the custom mode called Chef's Choice a little later. First decide who will play which faction. Give them each their 9 fighters which they'll shuffle and randomly place in a 3x3 grid face up. Form the pantry with each side having their 3 unique faction power cards. 3 crackers, 2 spoons, 1 pan, and all the beans and dice in the middle as such, with the price card on top. Randomly determine a first player and you're ready for a food fight.
Each player turn is divided into 3 phases, always in this order. Take an action, buy 1 item in the pantry, and the opponent filling any gaps. Take 1 action is really the meat of the game. Alright, too early with the bad puns, I'll stop. Here, a player can choose one of the 3 actions. Roll for beans, swap, or attack. Roll for beans will make you roll both white dice and gain the number of beans shown. Beans are the currency in the game which can be used in the next phase. Should a die show a splat symbol, simply re-roll it until a bean face is shown and you get a combined total. Swap lets you move your fighter around. Either swap positions of 2 fighters or move a fighter in a row on an empty space on that same row. When finished with swap, don't forget to take 1 bean. The last action you can take is attack. To do so, there are 2 requirements for choosing the target. One is that it is 1 space away, either directly in front or directly diagonally. And 2 is that the type is shown on the attacker's thought bubble. If so, the attacker rolls the white dice. If a splat appears, 1 in 6 chances, then you hit it and take the fighter. Should you have 3 same type fighters, you win. Should the attack fail by not rolling a splat, you will gain a number of beans as shown on the dice as consolation. When any action has been performed, we move on to the buying phase.
This step is optional. Here a player can buy an item from the pantry. The price for each item is listed here, or here on the power cards. Pay the required number of beans and get the item. Let's look at these. The pan lets you place it on the thought bubble of a fighter so as to now make it available for it to attack any type. The spoon will place it in a fighter's hand as such and will attack as a spear. It can now attack any distance in the same column or any distance diagonally. You still require the same type as the fighter's thought bubble, though for a valid target. The cracker will be placed on a fighter's hand to act as a shield. Whenever that fighter is hit by a splat icon, the shield absorbs the damage first. Then another splat icon is needed to get that target. Unlike the spoon or pan, the cracker is removed from the game when used and does not go back to the pantry. The red die will be used by the person buying it by adding it to their very next dice roll. Lastly, power cards can be bought specific to each faction. Note that some are one-time use shown by this icon, and other are multi-use or long-term use as shown by these icons. When buying a card, you do not need to use it right away. What is important to note, however, is that the items cannot be bought the same turn it was used in that previous phase. The last phase is where the opponent fills any gaps. To do so, they'll need to fill the gaps in rows by placing any fighter in a row underneath it, in that spot. When done, the turn will pass to them.
Okay, Chef's Choice mode allows a player to make custom teams, lay out all the fighters and power cards, and take turns picking them as such. Player 1 takes any power card and a fighter type, taking all three. Then player 2 does the same. Then player 2 goes first, then player 1, and then finally player 2 first, and then player 1. Now each player will look at their opponent's team and use these stickers on their fighters so as to make each type have the three different opposing types as their thought bubble. Whichever mode you play, the goal is the same. First player to have three same type opponent fighters wins.
So Food Fighters is aimed for kids to get them to develop their tactical card game strategy, and as such, Food Fighters does its job. But the game does limit the target audience to them. The factions are fairly balanced with their unique power cards, but the dice can make the game lopsided with the luck factor, from hitting to getting currency. But that is to be expected from a dice-driven tactical card game. What really impressed me were the nice quality components. Thick cardboard for the fighters instead of cards, and thick robust wooden pieces instead of tokens. And with a price point of $29 Canadian, which is equivalent to about $2.99 American. No, but seriously, it's about $20 US, and that's pretty impressive. Artwork's fine, a little more characteristic for the types of food would have been nice, but it works. Tactic is there as well for the youngins. But I think they'll get it right away that if they have a choice between rolling for beans or attacking, they should always attack. Because if you fail, you still get the beans anyways. Pro point goes, however, for design. In the sense that I like how the pantry is set up, how items end up looking like weapons or shields on the fighters, and the neat idea of thought bubbles. And another pro point for customization. Chef's Choice mode adds replay value and with coming expansions like grains and s'mores. The choices are there, not extremely original, but Food Fighters does what it is set out to do fairly well. It's cheap, gets kids playing, and gets them used to tactical card games. It gets 6.5 out of 10. This is broccoli or lettuce?
See, like let's say I'm fighting.
What is this, broccoli or lettuce?
That's a cabbage.
Green. When the hell have you ever had green cabbage?
How the hell is this a broccoli? What did you say, broccoli?
Dude, I've never seen a vegetable like it. Jessica, come here a second.
Oh God.
What is this?
It's a cabbage or an artichoke.
Have you ever seen that before? No, it's not an artichoke.
That's a Savoy cabbage.
It's cabbage.
Jesus,
this
she
is
even
broccoli.
knows the name, a Savoy cabbage.
Well,
Awesome.
also because look, it's with the bacon. You're supposed to.
No, it's not with the bacon. You think
Bacon.
No, it's not with bacon.
That's fucking
You want to
bacon.
attack the
That's
bacon.
the point, is that you make them together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about this then? It's chicken Savoy.
That's turkey. That's a turkey leg.
Oh God! Now it's turkey. It's not chicken anymore.
Is this rib or ossobuco? What is it?
Yeah, ossobuco.
It looks like it. I know.
Ossobuco. Take
it's
Italians
a
to make it freaking
yeah,
Italian.
it's either a ribeye steak or it's an ossobuco.
It's a ribeye steak.
I'm not sure.
It's a ribeye steak.
This is an onion. It's a funyun.
Are you guys really having a hard time figuring out what this?
Yeah, he's like, it's for kids. You're not gonna have fun with it. I'm having like a ball.
Are you kidding me?
I stand
Starving now.
corrected.
No, that's what I said.
At the end of this review, just give an extra pro point for this one.
Broccoli.
Wow.
This is amazing. That's it. No bacon.
There's bacon right there.
No, but I mean like. There's
Well,
nothing-
right now it's just these two. Then, here we go. You getting ready to get excited?
Yeah.
They're gonna come out with grains versus s'mores.
Shut up. Get out of town. Oh my God. Croissant. Look at.
Croissant.
This marshmallow's on fire. No?
No.
There's a donut, there's a muffin, there's a croissant, there's a graham cracker, chocolate bar, and a marshmallow on fire.
Take it away, Felicia.
This is
It's all yours.
sick. And what about these? What do you do? Is it like for me?
Well, I was trying to explain, but you kept.
It's for the game or it's for
So
us?
this, no. This is for the
for the
game. So
game.
basically, okay, you know
I
how
thought they gave
you
us
have the
stickers in the
meats.
box.
You have the meats versus the
greens.
The greens, right?
And it's not green. He's an onion. He's not green. It's vegetables versus.
Okay,
meat.
the vegetables. My lord.
Continue.
Maybe it's a green onion. There's no green onions? Where you racist?
Gee, high five, man. It's true, green onions. This is your brain on drugs. No? Nobody saw that commercial? The Brain on Drugs commercial with the saucer.
Yeah, I saw it. It's with an egg.
Yeah.
No, it's not with a
The
saucer.
saucer doesn't break the egg.
No, it's this is your brain and it's an egg. This is your brain on drug, and then they put it in the pan and it's cooking.
No, there's one where she's smashing everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like bath salts. They amped
This
it
is
up.
your brain on drugs.
So it used to be marijuana and it was like an egg and it's just cooking in the pan, and now it's like bath
you-
salts.
Did you ever see the
That's awesome.
sloth, Australian weed sloth commercials that now became a joke?
No.
Like, this is my friend and this is all he does, and like the camera pans and he's like a sloth, like a human sloth, and he's just like "Rrr." Watch them.
Kind of like
funny.
you when you do interviews, when you do reviews for Birth to Death.
I'm super lively.
I love it. Why? You think you're so serious? I'm kidding. Chill, sis.
Watch yourself.
Wow. CS.
I'm done.
Chill, sis.
Take the mic and you mic.
Mic drop. Yeah, do that with this. My brother's gonna kill us. Maybe we could do a Kickstarter. Make all kinds of money. Need a new mic. Give us $250,000.